And we're back here in Windy Banks Pawnbrokery. It's been a while. Not really. It's been, what? Actually, no, it has been a while because it's 16th of April, 1:26 p.m., Windy Banks Pawnbrokery. It, it's early because we started at 6 a.m. of April, the 16th of April. But now it's 1:26. Holy shit, a lot. Rinosuke did a lot today. Holy shit, without even eating. Keep in mind, we skipped breakfast for this. Here we are again at the scene of the crime. And he's all, now to thrust. Why? You really took that saying from Kazuma to heart, huh? No, to thrust these representation papers into Gregson's face and see what he makes of them. Oh, it's a sunshine. Hello again, Inspector. Do you have a minute, please? Alright, what is it now? You should go home and get some rest, sunshine. Whatever. I need to stop saying sunshine. I just say that so I can get his voice. Like, I don't know. So I can get his voice for some reason. But here you go, Gixie. Here are the representation papers. Oh, I thought I was going to present to them. Your ladyship! How? I don't believe it. How the devil did you get that stubby little ragabash to sign that? I salute you. This is good work, that is. I can see you've been very busy here as well. How about some tea? A special blend designed to relieve fatigue. I'm so sorry, by the way. Oh god, sorry for people who are listening to the headphones. Oh my god. Ah, lovely. Well, let's see now. Yes, I hardly feel tired at all. I'm as a fiddle, your ladyship. Would it be alright if we investigated the scene of the crime then? Do as you please. You know where it happened, through the door behind the counter. Alright, he's so amped up right now for him to tea. What'd you put in there? What'd you put in there, Iris? Why is he so high energized right now? I wonder what kind of herbal medicine that she's making back in her garden. Anyways, yes, the storeroom. That's where I discovered Mr. Windy Bank and Gina. And hopefully we can find out some clues. Alright, well, I'll be getting back to business then. Will you be investigating the storeroom as well, Inspector? If I'm perfectly honest, we need to wrap this up before long. Can't afford to spend too much time on it. But there are so many articles to go through, it's taking forever, even with the lack of working around the clock. Lads, I think he said. I wasn't reading properly. Which is a problem. Because there's another case of the yard needs to investigate urgently. That must be the Lord Strongheart meant by far more serious matters before. So what I'm trying to say is, don't get under my feet, sunshine. Alright, there he is. There's the saying. He says such a... Come then. Let's not waste any time. Alright. And says now we can observe everything there is to in this place. The first thing I want to talk about. This thing right here. Before Hurley got shot, this was still here before. So this ain't Hurley's blood and everything. Huh. Look at there. Look here. Oh yes, a bullet hole. And I can see the bullet is still lodged in the wall. And I'm about to sneeze, so BRB. Alright, I sneezed. Now I'm back. Thank you for people who said bless you. Oh yes, a bullet hole. Yeah, I know. Presumably, Mr. Windy Bank wasn't practicing with his revolver in his spare time. Why would he do... What? What? He had one bullet, remember? Oh, well... Mr. Shows likes to practice in his drawing room whenever he can. He's a patriotic. He's patriotic like that. Sorry? Apparently he's from America. It's all up there in the Adventures of Sherlock Holmes, you know. Isn't that right, Iris? Ah! Did I write something like that? I'm probably in jest, perhaps. Oh, in jest? Well, he doesn't do it often, and it's quite a dangerous pastime. Exactly. There's a child at the house. He doesn't do it often. He shouldn't even do it at once. Forget that for now, Reno. Let's examine Bullet. Oh my god. Well, we already seen like the happy face that he made. Or not the happy face, they were initials, right? That he made with bullets? On the wall? What the fuck was he doing? Honestly. Alright. What's that around the bullet hole? Is it blood? A suspicious red stain in the calendar. Why is that blood? What else do you think? It got hit. Aha! If I may, we'll be able to help with that. What? There's nothing with the sight of blood to get the blood pumping, is there, Reno? I have a feeling I'm not as bloody-minded as you, Iris. I'm afraid that sight of blood makes my blood run cold. There you have it, you see? When it comes to blood, we're all different types. Yes, what a scientific observation. Yeah, there are different types of blood. A, B, C. Actually, no, A, B, C. No, A, B, O positive or something like that. Like positive and negatives for that. Anyways, so you need this. Oh no, what is that scary looking thing? It's a gun. What else? Hurley and I actually come up with a name for it. Haven't actually come up with a name for it yet. But as soon as you see it in action, you'll understand what it does. Watch. Why are you pointing it at me? The fuck? Oh, never mind. I thought it was on me. Like, why am I getting smoke screen? No, all of a sudden. Oh, it's green. Oh, the color of the bloodstain has changed. There, does it make sense now? Yes, I think it's starting to I'm starting to understand. Good. It works on the principle that different people who have different types of blood, you see. Yes, how wonderful. And chemical it fires combines with the blood and makes it change color. So you can identify whose blood it is that you're looking at in a flash. Oh, what a fabulous invention, Iris! Isn't it? I assume so, yeah, honestly. But I have a questions for this kind of experiment. What if I have, let's say, my blood? Would it be a different color? Like, I think it is all different colors, but what if I have, like, I don't know, the same color pops up every time you spray on a blood? Let's say that's my blood right there. Or that's not my blood, but what if my blood's the same color as that? Ever thought of that? Iris? Question mark? I'm just saying. Isn't it? I bet Jeannie would say it's bleeding rate. So whose blood are we looking at then? I don't know. We don't know. Well, all the chemical does is turn the blood a different color, so just find someone whose blood turns the same color and you'll know who belongs to in a flash. In order for us to do that, we need to find out their blood. It's more like 2 flashes, really, isn't it? Once one flash or 2, this could well turn out to be a very valuable clue. It does. If we somehow stumble upon the blood, honestly. So we must take note of it in the court record. The blood sample has been entered to the court record. I don't know. I don't think we'll be able to present this as evidence later on because since the court really isn't ahead of time. If we were in the future, maybe, but in today's ages, I don't think it will hold really well in court. Let's keep testing and adding the results of any other blood analysis to the portfolio. Okay. As long as I have regions left, sure. Oh shit, if we have it. What the fuck? I thought it was just a lot, but apparently not. And I forgot I don't have that. Since I forgot to mention this, the white cat photograph. A photograph depicting the sweet little white cat obtained from Gina while interviewing her in her prison cell. I didn't really went over that much, and there's a cat right here. This is an adorable little cat. I think it looks like a little, like, wag-high. I forgot about the cat, honestly. I forgot he's actual a thing in this case. Well, not really a thing in the case, but more like, I forgot he exists, honestly. Oh, we saw the cats, like to curl up inside under the heated kotatsu blanket when it snowed. Maybe British cats are different. Well, this is white, so I assume it's a white cat. And, oh, what is this? What's in the back? Look at the back of this print here. There's something written on it. 13th of February, 9 p.m. Article deposited 1 small box. Loan amount paid 10 shillings. Redemption deadline 13th of April, 9 p.m. So this photograph in print is a redemption ticket for an article that was deposited 2 days prior to the incident on the omnibus. It would seem... yes, a small box that doesn't tell us much about it, does it? But you could assume one thing though, since this is a article ticket, right? Redemption ticket, whatever it's called. It has to belong to Mr. McGilded. So therefore, he also deposited something else in this place, a small box. Probably the music disc box that we need to get to decipher see what song it has for the disc. Perhaps it contains some valuable mementos. Well, it could be a music box because it is compared with the other disc. I can't help wondering. Presumably, Mr. McGilded never redeemed the article in question since he still had the ticket. Exactly, it is his ticket. After all. Anyways, oh sorry, I was paying attention. Someone texted me. I was like, what the hell? I got a message. I got happy on it. I'm like, so is it possible that the box is still present somewhere in the shop? It could. If anything, it might be sold too. So we might need to keep an eye out on that. But who knows if it's still here or not. But yes. If it's something Mr. McGilded deposited, we need to investigate it. And the White's Cat photograph information has been updated to the current record. Pawnbroker's ticket box. A redemption ticket issued from the pawnbrokery owned by the victim, Mr. Winnie Bank, in the form of a second-hand written notes on the back of the photograph. And it's a cute cat, I guess. I did have a dream about a white cat for some reason. I don't know why. I really don't know. And why is it still flashing? Green blood. It just seems wrong somehow. Oh, there are all sorts of different colors. There are pretty pinks and purples too, you know. Like I said, everyone's blood is different. Oh god. I wonder what color my blood would turn out, actually. I don't want to know. It's just red, imagine. It's just straight up red. And what is he staring at the calendar for? I think I missed tax day, I guess. It's 16th of April. Oh wait, we're in England and not in the United States. I think I still have time. I don't know. We'll see. This officer has been staring intently at the wall since before we came in here. Shh! Keep it down! What? We weren't talking. Oh, sorry. There's a major clue just here. Really? Then we must tell Grexy at once. But as soon as I report it, that'll be it. I'll be stuck here even longer. Stuck here? What do you mean? I haven't been, for 2 days already. I need another constable to relieve me from the take over me shift. That they really have enough time. The British police, I guess. If you remember Mr. B, he didn't have enough time to spend with his wife, so... yeah, that doesn't stop us investigating though, does it? No, I suppose not. I'm fairly sure it was a calendar he was peering at. There might be a clue here, but who knows what this bullet could mean. I'm fairly sure that this contraption was here yesterday as well. Here we are, though I'm not confident I can get it closed again. Oh yes, that's a folding stereoscope. Really? This is a stereoscope? Mr. Sholmes showed us a picture yesterday that you were supposed to be able to see in 3 dimensions. But for that he used a big contraption over there. Ah well, so that's for use in the public houses and places like that. It contains a carousel with all the sorts of pictures inside. Oh, but this little thing is a simpler design for use at home. There's a special shop selling prints you can use in them, and I have a little collection myself. I don't know if anyone's keeping up with this. I may be reading this. I'm not paying attention. This is not like I'm saying this. I'm reading this, but it's not registering with me. Like don't even know what she's talking about. I think she's talking about the Stereoscope, but either way, I really don't give a crap about it. I wonder if I could make money out of these in Japan. It would be keeping my toilet sparkling clean anyway. What? Wait, what? Again, I'm not paying attention to what I'm reading. What the hell? Okay, Ryunosuke. This is a strange contraption and lets you see pictures of things as if they were in front of your eyes. It makes you think, when Mr. Jones gleefully showed it to us yesterday. I mean, is it really that cool? Maybe that's why I'm not paying attention to it, because, like, is it really that cool? If you could just do the same thing just without using the stereoscope and just looking with your eyes and, like, looking at something in general? Like, what? Whatever, though. It's like, whoa, it's 3D! Well, so is real life. So, but whatever, that's my opinion. And we were blissfully unaware that any of this was about to happen. Alright. Anyways, this music box right here. But I think we're just gonna show off. It's gonna just show off the whole place right here. These shelves are where the pawnbroker puts articles that have been forfeited on display for the customers to buy. Yes, it's really strange. Miscellany, whatever it's called. Miscellany, isn't it? I mean, who would buy this horse statue, for example? Well, sometimes you find some real treasures among all the junk, you know. And who knows, maybe if you break it, there's money in it. Oh, are you alright, Bruno? Oh, it's just, well, it looks like a collection of useless junk as a whole, but when you pick out individual things, you can't help wishing you owned them. Even the horse statue. That's exactly how the pawnbroker works. They're very clever. I guess. I still need to look at this horse right here. Actually, where's the horse? Oh, this is the horse. I just look at it, I'm like, why would I want that, though? It really makes no sense. I really don't see the point of it at times. And that's nothing. I investigated thoroughly, but there's nothing here. Well, that's not what I wanted to check. Ah, that's a music box. Do you have them where you're from, Reno? I think we do, right? Yes, but I've never seen one as large as this in Japan. Oh, well, will be a treat. Shall we have a listen? Did we already play this before? And I remember when I looked through Spotify to get the music for to post at the end of the episode for the music for here in this game. This was one of the options too. I like it has its own song in the soundtrack. It's so funny. What do you think? Isn't it a pretty sound? It's a beautiful sound, yes, but it's a little hard to enjoy when all the policemen in the room are giving you fierce looks. How dare you play music? Never mind that. If any of them say anything, I'll tell Grexy to have a word. Iris Wilson, superintendent of the Scotland Yard. Look at him. Look at her. Causing fear within the public, or like public police right here. And of course he has nothing to say, but what about this? There's an article ledger here with Mr. Winnie Banks' notes. And hey, look, a cat! Another one. And this, it looks like as though someone has left a little photographic print behind. Oh, look at the back. There's some writing. Is there? Oh, show us, Susie. Show us. By the way, if you haven't like checked this thing right here, if you didn't do it beforehand, the game would have reminded you like, oh, there might be something written on it. This is the game's way of telling you should check it in the back. And holy shit, there's blood on it. 15th of April, 10:30 p.m. Article deposited. One gentleman's overcoat. Oh, this is Gina's that she gave. Loan amount paid, £1 redemption deadline, 15th of April, 10:30 p.m. And a gentleman's overcoat pawned for £1. Clearly, it was a very fine coat, in fact, I think. Well, it says it on the fucking... Well, actually, no, you can't really read it the whole time. Actually, you still read it. What the hell? I think it's an overcoat. It says it on the paper. Or I guess you can't read. I don't know why. Or maybe because you can barely read. I guess. I don't know. But I like how you really gotta know the words, the code words for doing this, for retrieving your article. Because apparently you needed to say professor when you're given the ticket. But meanwhile, what if they don't know it and they don't remember it? I like how it's not written on the on the ticket itself. So yes, this must be the ticket for the overcoat that Jeannie redeemed yesterday. And it's still wearing, which belonged to McGilded. Would never have expected the redemption ticket to be handwritten on the back of the photograph, though. It seems Mr. Winley Bang just used whatever piece of paper he happened to have on hand. Well, there was two of them, remember? But this photograph of a cat, it looks familiar, doesn't it? I'm sure I've seen this exact same picture somewhere else recently. Oh yes, you're right. Very recently. This is the same as the one Jeannie gave us earlier. Of course! I was forgetting that she gave us that print. Bro, we already checked it. What were you waiting for then, Mr. Naruto? Just get it out. We already did. Alright. Let's get the cogs turned. We already did that! But anyways, you can see there's like a huge difference between the cats. One being, if you really look carefully, I would say the eyes look so differently too. Like one looks bigger than the other. Like it's at the left side, the left picture of the cat. The left eye of that cat looks smaller compared to the right side picture of the cat on the left side of his left eye, I mean. And also, its body is basically like different, slanted or whatever. Yes, they really are exactly the same. Not really. Slight difference. And I got it. These two photographs hide an amazing secret, and I'm about to sneeze again. Oh no. And I'm back. Thank you again for the blessings. All right. A secret? What does that mean? Look at the freaking bag. That's what it is. You must tell us, Iris, at once. Do you really want to know? Yes, we need to tell. You need to tell us all you know about this pair of photographs. Oh, we're gonna talk to her now? Oh shit, we are gonna talk to her. Alright, pair of photographs. So Iris, what about these photographic prints? The one we found on Mr. Windybank's counter and the one Gina gave us before. They're exactly the same! No, actually, no, it's not. You can see the little slight difference between it. And I was about to say, oh, the tail's somewhere different. Oh, wait, no, the tail's the same. Anyways, but this amazing secret you mentioned is that's the hidden between these two identical prints. Actually, that's not quite right. Sorry? If you look carefully, the two prints aren't the same. Not exactly. They're not? Have another look at them now. Well, yeah. It's different because if you look at the... I can't really use... I wish I could do that in post-editing where you use my mouse to show off where it is. But no, it's just exactly at the side on the neck right there. But, that's about it. And if anything, it kind of looks like the cat is looking a little bit to the left side. Meanwhile, the right side, the cat on the right, the picture on the right, the cat's looking at center. But that could be my eyes deceiving me, though. Can you see that they're just slightly different from each other? Yeah, I can. I think so. It's very subtle, though. Yep. But what's the reason of the subtle difference between these two pictures? Ah, well, it's because they're set, you see. No, I don't. This pair of photographs is meant to be used as stereoscope. Everyone in London is raving about them at the moment. Ah, stereoscope, which we already talked about earlier and which I didn't really care for too much. Why do I feel as though I've heard that word before recently? Oh yes, that's what Mr. Jones showed us yesterday. I shouldn't really talk shit about stereoscopes because it is the reason why we have 3D movies now, so, and 3D glasses. I just wish we had the freaking red and blue again, but nah, I guess the regular ones look good, I guess. I don't know. You see, just there it is, just over there. Ah, yes, of course, the magical machine that makes pictures look almost real enough to touch. Almost like I can touch the person instead that's in front of me that's not taking the picture. Like, I don't know. Well, actually, the fuck, I gave you a lisp. It's quite possible to see that the same depth in pictures even without one of those contraptions. What? Really? I guess. So, do you know how a pair of photographic prints can appear to have any depth of the first place? And I got a message. I'm just sorry. I'm just so sorry. Should have told that. Anyways, in the first place. Alright, a little bit of drama in my life, a little bit of drama in my life. Okay, I don't know why I started singing about that. Anyways, and then that's not how the song goes either. What the fuck? No, I have no idea. Oh, wonderful. Then I'll be able to tell you. She's over the moon. Bless her heart. More like that. Should we let her explain, though? We really need to carry on investigating the scene. I, for one, simply have to know. Fine. Okay. How does a stereoscope work? Have you ever considered Reno? No. Reno has never ever considered anything in his life, if you really think about it. How are eyes deaf in the world around us? Well, I just opened them, and it works. I mean, relatable, Renosuke, actually relatable. But the reason it works is because we have two eyes. Are you saying, well, a person with one eye doesn't work? No, what do you mean? Two eyes. Shocking. Huh. Who would have guessed it? What if I have a third eye? Huh? Actually, I want to know. I know there are people with, like, I know it sounds messed up, but, like, I know there are people who are born with 6 fingers, 6 toes, and stuff like that. Or another little hand or something. Like, well, not really hand, but more like little stuff like that, or like another ear for something, or like a tooth behind your other teeth. Because I would say that I had a cousin, actually no cousin, I had a friend that had that before. But anyways, or an extra toe, right? Is there somehow, somewhere on Earth, or at least either alive or dead, that had 3 eyes and they worked? All of them? All 3 of them? I want to know, honestly, but who knows? I'm not gonna do research on that. Maybe someone will in the comment section will answer me in like, what, in 2 or 3 years? Something like that? I don't know. 2 eyes. If you try closing just one eye at a time, I think you'll see straight away. Okay, 1 eye. Okay. What you see on your left eye? Oh my god, I am closing my left eye. Hey, she's no longer there. And what you see on your right eye? Oh my god, I'm closing my right eye. And she isn't there. And I'm opening both of my eyes. She's back there. The fuck? Do we need both our eyes to see her? I think she just like moved to the left side of us, so we wouldn't see her, and then right side again. Are you ever so slightly different? You get a different view of each eye. Yes, the position of the object seems to shift slightly. Actually, is that true? I'm doing this actually. Well, here's the thing. I have both my eyes open. I have 2 monitors in front of me. If I close one, I can only see the right monitor and also a little bit on the... I can see Iris, but I can't really see Susato if I turn my eye, or turn my face. But if I close my right eye, I can't really see my right monitor and just see the left monitor instead. Holy shit, it works! The stereoscope works! That's how we can sense death in everything we see. And holy shit, I shouldn't have, like, closed my eyes. Like, covered my eyes with my hands too hard. What the fuck? Why did I do that? It looks blurry now. My brain really is amazing, isn't it? It does so much without telling me. Fucking asshole. What the fuck? I think I see it, so the pair of photographs. I thought the pair of photographs. What it is? Yes. What about it? Consists of the left eye view and the right eye view. Is that right? Oh, well done, Susie. You're so quick. Okay, I have a question then. Susato and Iris, how could we tell which one's supposed to be the left side and which one's supposed to be the right side? And if anything, they both seem like, you know, both of them can just be switched over, right? Does it really matter? So if you can persuade your brain to merge the 2 pictures together in your head, you'll be able to see death in these parents? Yes, Reno, you're beginning to understand. Well, yeah. Oh, we've been explaining this like what 3 times now by you and by Herlock Sholmes. And the stereoscope's function is to act as your brain and allow you to do just that. Yes, but as long as you have 2 images, 2 eyes, and 1 brain. Whoa, shit! I only meet 2 of those requisites. See? See, like I said, I just meant 2 requisites. I can't even pronounce it. So I only have 2 images. I only have 2 eyes. But a brain I don't have, I guess. Because I can't say requisites. Requisites? I forgot what it's called. Anyways, 2. I only meet the 2. You can only do it yourself without needing a stereoscope at all. You can? Really? And how to view this stereoscopic prints? Let's try it. Let's see if we can view the pairs of prints without the help of a stereoscope. Oh yes, I'm dying to have a go. Susato-san really loves this kind of thing. You need to be able to cross your eyes, and that's the main thing. Can you both do that? Cross my eyes? I think I can. Watch me, and see if you can copy. Holy shit! That's so cool! I'm just kidding. I can do that too. But it looks like she's not looking at her nose. More like almost trying to look at her forehead or try to look at her hair up there. Make your eyes do this. Alright, let me try. Are you ready, Mr. Naruto? Alright. Aww. Screenshot, go! No, shit. We gotta do this for the thumbnail right now then. There's. How's that? Wonderful. Now it's your turn, Rino. The trick is to concentrate on looking at the bridge of your nose with both your eyes at the same time. Oh my god, I can do that, but realistically, this thing right here, right? It's supposed to help you out later in the future right now in this game. But, I'm just gonna say this right now. I don't like this function, or this little gimmick that we're trying to do in this, in this section. Because later on, this gets brought back again. This will get brought back. I know it's a spoiler, but it will be brought back again to help us out with something. But this really doesn't, you know, work for me per se. I don't know about others, but I can speak on my experience. I first tried this with the 2 cats and with the other pieces of evidence that we're gonna get later in the future. It does not help. It does not do anything. But luckily, this game does let you. Not exactly an easy task with 2 people just staring at you like, like, ooh, what you looking at? I'm just kidding. Alright, that's enough practice. Now let's try looking at the prints. Start by staring at the one point and slowly crossing your eyes. Right there, see, you see that? Okay, like this, right here. This is where you're supposed to start doing it. Like, looking. Because how are you supposed to look at... what you could do also is point your finger to where you're supposed to look. Have it there the whole time. Take it off. But make sure you don't follow your finger. Oh shit, and then that way you can just able to just have the 2 pictures close together like that. Well, it's like tricking your mind, basically. Just with your finger pointing at the bridge. And then let go. And you can probably do it right there. But otherwise, it doesn't work for me. It worked a bit, but it doesn't work for me too much. But you don't need to worry. This is not like a mandatory thing. And also, this game originally came out on the 3DS. So, this whole section right here was meant for the 3DS. Because the 3DS had a function where you can turn it 3D on or 3D off. And I think this was supposed to make it for people to just turn on the 3D. So that way they can see the little differences with the cats. And later on in the future, the little puzzle that we're going to do later. Kind of like that. So, kind of cool, right? That they did incorporate the 3DS functions to be part of the game. But at the same time, it kind of sucks because it's just the one section. But, in one section of this game. And also, once it got re-released on the PlayStation and the other games, I mean the other consoles, like PlayStation 5, Nintendo Switch, and the Xbox, I believe. I don't know if it's on the Xbox. But either way, kind of didn't work out, I guess. But thank God, like, the developers did do something about this, though, later on. So, kind of cool. See, it does that. You tried it now, Reno? I'm just going to have to give it a try, I suppose. And the game just automatically does it for you, so don't worry about it. But during that whole section of just the 2 images, you could have done that by yourself with your eyes. Like crossing your eyes, like, oh, like that. Did the print split into the 2 images for you? Now, the next step is to put the pair of side by side like this, and then try crossing your eyes again. I think this only would work if you had the 2 pieces of paper in front of you, rather than in the game. Because otherwise you'd be looking at the screen the whole time and trying to pair it up like this until... And sorry if I'm like getting close to the mic, because I keep getting close to the mic to like do the picture thing right there. Ah, they form a new single image in the center. Oh, yes! And it's like, what? Going to your eyes? So now it works! I can see it in the middle now. It looks so real! I could look at it all day! I hope your eyes don't get stuck like that. But I don't think it does, though. I know it makes people are just like, stop making stupid faces or else you'll be stuck with that stupid face. Like, no, that's not how it works. It really doesn't know how it works like that. It only works like that if you had a condition, but that's about it. But anyways, I wouldn't advise that. Your eyes might start to hurt. That does happen, though. That does hurt. At overtime. Your turn, Reno. How many times are we gonna do this now? Pretend you're looking through the 2 pictures and slowly cross your eyes. Keep adjusting the position of your eyes until the 2 images overlap exactly in the middle. Like this, is it? I'm not doing it. This is your turn. You guys' turn again. Just to like look. But honestly, if you actually had during that moment where the 2 pictures were colliding and everything, that was a much more easier way to actually have it work on you. But this way, not really. I'm trying. I'm trying. I can't. It can't for me. But I guess it will work for some people, but not for me. I guess. It was like a long pause. I guess I see the difference. I don't know. But good thing it does give us an example, regardless of how it would actually look like before. But otherwise, it's not really useful. I don't know why this is brought up. It's just a fun section, I guess, but it doesn't really normally work for some people. But anyways, there, you managed it. Or at least for me. I can't speak on behalf of other people. So now you can know the stereoscopic images work. Well, I don't know who discovered it, but it really is quite extraordinary. I guess, but whatever. Anyways, can we just look up for clues now to help Gina's case? So what do you think of the stereoscopic prints then, Reno? They're certainly amazing, but it isn't easy to get the knack of viewing them properly. Exactly. Renosuke gets me. He really gets me. I can't believe it. He really gets me. The character. I can relate to the character. Whatever, shut up. Okay, now there's some people actually like, he's like me for real, like that. But no, I should not be like that. Anyways, but that's why the contraption like this exists, for people who find it tricky. Yep, and this comes to play later in the future, because this actually does help us later on. Oh, I recognize that. We saw it over there yesterday, didn't we? Yeah, she just picked it up and showed us this. If I remember correctly, you pressed a little knob here. Then set the pair of the photographs in the stand at the back end. And it will look one. Yeah, like that. It's still amazing, even though if I know roughly how it works now. It's like, wow, I know the magic now. But how does he do it? Like, it makes no sense. Well, London seems to agree with you. Stereoscopes are very popular at the moment. It's not really useful though, over time. It's just like a little fun thing to do. Plus, you need to find pictures for it. I doubt people were gonna look at the same picture over and over again. I would say this is mostly really should be not really bots per se, but more like have it for a contraption or something like that. Like, or there's amusement parks and stuff like that. That would be cool. But you can find one of these folding contraptions in lots of the households in the capital currently. But if these little machines are so affordable, surely there's no need to go around staring cross-eyed at pictures like you hate them. That's so true though. but it's much more fun, it's much more satisfying to be able to see the effect with your own eyes. Well, I think so in any case. Aren't you still doing it the same thing, like with your own eyes? You're still using your own eyes for that. But I guess you mean you just wanted to see it with your crossing your eyes, I guess. Stereoscopic pictures. I never even heard of them until yesterday. We certainly learned a lot about them, but I wonder if it's knowledge that I'll ever actually need. Probably, because why is it so important right now? And we got a second picture, that's so funny. Why is it important? Who knows, but I guess we can just look in the backside and get the blood on it, honestly. That's more important. Mr. Naruhodo, I don't know if you noticed, but there's something rather troubling here. I've noticed. The red smear. You mean... Yes, it looks like blood, doesn't it? I wondered if Susato-san had picked up on that. Well, in that case... Yes, we need Iris. We should show this to her before we forget. Oh, wow, we're not doing this in here? This is it's only... The coursework is only for Susato and Ryunosuke. Iris should not be in here regardless, but that's so bullshit. Here you go, Iris. Oh, that looks like blood. I would say it's from a gloved finger, almost certainly a glove made of leather. Well, don't worry, I know there's people talking outside. I don't know if the mic can pick that up. Anyways, you can leave the rest to me. Well, I am loud enough to overpower them, I guess. I don't know. And holy shit, a gun! Ah, purple. Look at that. Yes, that's a color we haven't seen before, isn't it? We simply must add it to the portfolio of blood samples. If it could be an important clue. Whose blood is it? Although, it would be nice if I know whose blood these different colors correspond to at some point. Interesting. Well, this particular stain of blood... Oh, you had an idea, haven't you? Do you know whose blood this is? Do we? No, we don't. Realistically, we don't, because I have an idea who it might be. I don't think Ryunosuke has the idea of who it is, because we don't have the person that I'm thinking about at all. Not at all. Because remember, it was found later. But anyways, BRB. And I'm back. Sorry about that little cut. Or big cut for me, but I'm sorry about that. I don't know, I just heard someone knocking at my door. And I got scared because, like, not knocking, more like someone entering. And I got scared because I was like, is it my parents or what happened? But yeah. And also I did a quick order and so anyways, what were we saying? Oh yeah, no idea. We don't know who this person is because Ryunosuke does not have the name for it. How could I? We couldn't have known a sample of the same color without that. It's impossible to know. Oh, how very vexing. I wonder. What? Well, it's true that the color doesn't help us, but what about the considering how the mark came to be there in the first place? You might have an idea about that, might you, Runo? Yep, that's what happens. So, whether you say yes or no, depends. Whether you say yes or no, it's still going to be the same thing. We're still going to figure out who the person is. Right. Not if you keep staring at me like that, no. Let's try that again, shall we? Well, this particular stain of blood... Oh, you have an idea, haven't you? Do you know whose blood this is? Fine, then. I guess I say, I think I do. I do. Yes, I have an idea of the blood who it is. Not from the color it turned, but with a little deduction. That's right. I think it's clear. Iris, you know as well? You first, Reno. Who do you think it belongs to? Well, we don't even have the person's name. Alright, I believe that this person of blood it gives you a list of names regardless. I thought for some reason, when I was driving in the car, I was thinking about this scene. Like, wait, we don't even know the name, but I'm pretty certain we could still guess it. Yeah, because Pop Windy Bank, it can't be him because the bloodstain was there when was still there regardless. And I found it funny how Wendy Bank didn't even say anything about. I'm like, why is there blood on this? And like, no. And Gina Lestrade, it can't be hers. Can't be Maddox who killed it because remember he had gloves, so there was no blood on his hands. And if it was Gina Lestrade, it wasn't her blood. It had to be Thrice Fired Mason. Thrice Fired Mason. Question mark. Why you have to say is, you don't sound very sure of yourself. The way you trailed off there. Well, it was 2 months ago now, that case. And of course, I'd never met the victim, so I'm trying to remember his name. He was definitely thrice fired, though. The victim of the omnibus case? Yes, his name was indeed Mr. Thrice Fired Mason. But that would mean that this bloodstain was left on the ticket 2 months ago. I want to know, like, is Wendy Bank dumb? Why didn't he just look at the freaking ticket? It's like, why is there blood? I think I should call the police, like something like that. But no, he didn't. Yes, I think it was. Gina brought this ticket here to Wendy Banks yesterday. I'm suggesting that the blood stain was already on it at that time. So it's a smear of blood from the time that Mr. Mason was killed 2 months ago. Something else is coming back to me now. Mr. McGilded was also wearing leather gloves that night. Exactly. And he wasn't wearing his... he was still wearing gloves. Now I ask yous, what a good-hearted soul wouldn't rush to help a fella bleeding from his stomach? I wasn't about to start worrying about me gloves now, was I? I reached out to give a man a hand. It certainly does look like a leather glove thumbprint, this mark. But we know that Mr. McGilded had no injuries at the time anywhere on his body, from which we can conclude that any blood on the glove belonged to the victim, Mr. Mason. Mr. Naruto, you sound like Mr. Sholmes. What? Really? Why is she hitting on me now? What the fuck? No, I'm just kidding. Minus the quirky slip-ups, I hope. Ryunosuke, you have your own quirky slip-ups, so. Yes, I think you're right, Rina. Very well. Let's make a note of this. Alright, so there you go. It doesn't matter which option you choose. I thought it did. Good thing I came back when I was like thinking in the car. I'm like, I think the option doesn't matter, honestly. But yeah, depending if you do know about it. If you, the player, know about it, then you should be good. But otherwise, half the time, when the player knows, the main character doesn't know, and we can't really help him out until like when it's optional. And the details of the pawnbroker's ticket for the coat have been updated to the court record. Pawnbroker's ticket coat. A redemption ticket issued from the pawnbrokery owned by the victim, Mr. Winnie Bank. The blood on it has been identified as Mr. Mason's. And the blood samples portfolio has been updated to the court record. I didn't even read this. The 2 samples of the blood analyzed with a special chemical indicator developed by Mr. Sholmes. Different people's blood turns different colors. I'm glad that we got that information out of the way, but I don't think we don't need anything else from here except for this little glass that's broken. Oh, never mind. It's just the table, I guess. The ledger that's open on the counter there really is enormous, isn't it? It must be an awful lot of work to keep track of these hundreds of items in pawn. It's too much to think about. Better to sell it all and have a clear head if you ask me. But clearly Mr. Winnie Bank was careful when it came to the articles in his care. I wonder if he were to sell that manuscript, would he really be earning a good amount? Probably not, but anyways. And the door over here. And the cop's head is blocking the way. How dare you? Behind that door. Is that a storeroom? Isn't it? That's what Grexy said. Yeah, where the incident happened. Yes, and that's where I saw the dreadful scene last night. Through the little window in the door. Don't remember the window being there, though. What a horrifying sight that Ryunosuke witnessed. Mr. Windy Bank face down on the floor, with Gina beside him. As the accused legal representative, you have the right to examine the scene, Mr. Naruto. We must make a thorough investigation. Yes, of course. And we will. Behind that door, that's the real scene of the crime. Alright, put your goggles on. Don't worry, if there are any clues in there, I will find them. I don't know if we should take her, honestly. Susato? Realistically, I know she's smart, and she's responsible, and she's mature of her age. Is it really smart for her? Is it really smart for her to go with us in this in this crime scene? We could linger here a little longer, I think. Anyways, the storeroom where pawn items are kept until they're redeemed or forfeited. It's also where Mr. Winnie Banks' body was discovered. Ugh. Alright, let's get in here.